Headlines circulating around 2017 mentioned the discovery of a 512-year-old Greenland shark still swimming around in the depths of the ocean. Leonardo da Vinci was painting the Mona Lisa when this shark was born, and this shark still exists to this day. Can you imagine living that long? Today, the average human life expectancy around the world is projected to be 72.63 years, a 0.24% increase from 2019. But these numbers vary greatly from country to country, as with conditions in each one as well. As of 2020, Indonesia has a life expectancy of 71.77 years. We're not too far from the world average, but we're quite far down the rankings at 121st out of 191 countries. We're way behind Japan and Switzerland that go well over 84 years. If we are able to live longer than our life expectancy today, how can we as a nation achieve just that? Greeting you once again, I am Kayla Aurellia Budiyono from SMA Taruna Bakti Bandung, and I'm here to start that conversation. We already know the all too familiar answers to longevity. You need to exercise daily, you need to eat your greens, you need to sleep well and drink plenty of water. But what we're looking at here is longevity on a national level. Some of you will have heard of SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, which are 17 interlinked goals designed by the UN to be a blueprint to achieve a better and more sustainable life for all. It basically encompasses all relevant aspects that improve citizen life. Did you know that Indonesia is at the 101st ranking out of 193 countries in SDG Index? Compared to that, we are at the 121st ranking in life expectancy. This noticeable discrepancy between these two rankings hints at us that there might be an underlying issue that must be addressed. The thing is, the improvement in Indonesia's quality of life as measured in the SDG Index has not yet trickled down evenly throughout the entire population. In Indonesia, 1 out of 3 children under 5 are either malnourished or overweight. Non-communicable diseases are the cause to 73% of all deaths, and herd immunity is still relatively low due to lack of vaccinations. Merely 200 years ago, humans were thought to only live up to about 30 years or so. This was due to complete lack of sanitation, proper housing, and education. We've clearly overcome that stage. Modern technological advancements have also let us increase our life expectancies significantly, and it continues to climb every year. We live in a 21st century world of biotechnology, vaccines, medical equipment, and stem cell therapies being used every day. What if we could cure aging in itself? By 2050, we should see a new range of technologies that could lead to more radical life extensions. We will see our expectancies rise up to perhaps over 90 years of age, keeping in mind the steady 6 years trend of increase we've observed for the past 30 years and the new technologies that should follow in the upcoming 30 years. Despite all these new hopes in the medical field and new technologies to come, this will never be translated to an increased life expectancy on a national level unless we address the underlying issues, that is, the inequality in distribution of wealth and development, as we mentioned. Certain privileged groups will be the only ones able to afford access to such technologies. Countries such as Japan or Switzerland have great life expectancies because more citizens are granted access to these healthcare systems. So, what should we do to increase our nation's life expectancy? The answer to this problem is not solely the responsibility of the government. As seen in practice with many advanced countries, all the stakeholders of a nation must work together. These include academics, business, government, community, and media. What we need are strong cross-helix interactions in order to address and solve these underlying issues and increase our nation's life expectancy. In addition to governmental efforts, businesses need to implement practices in line with SDGs, the community needs to promote issues regarding health and well-being, academics need to pursue research in human longevity, and the media needs to support them in doing so. Will our life expectancy increase forever? Does human lifespan really have a limit? It is up for us to decide. Thank you so much for listening. I am Kayla Aurellia Budiyono, wishing you a longer, healthier, and happier life.